then you'll be able to deal with everyday life in a much more calm, flowing manner than having to feel like you have to pull your hair out and be like, oh my God, how am I going to deal with this? How am I going to, how am I going to get help for something like this? Nobody understands me, Everybody is constantly worried about the next thing. But I find that for me,
that it helps you in your life.
That it helps me tremendously in my life. I'm a work in progress.
Right.
And I've improved so much, and I'm still getting out there and just in building that, confidence to be able to get in front of a lot of people to teach. I've already empowered several students. I'm pretty proud of that. That to me is an accomplishment.
Right.
And to be able to get out there and do introduction workshops. Now, I'm actually aware of the fact that when I do teach a class, I stop for a minute. I stop at the end of the class, and then I realize, okay, what could I have done differently to improve so that I could get my point across so that people can really truly feel me from my heart and know that, how this has changed my life and how it can help change theirs.
Right. So, well, great, Angelina. We're going to follow you as you're in a work in progress throughout your path in Hanmi and towards your path of enlightenment and helping all these sentient beings. Is there any other thoughts you want to share before we close this interview?
Perseverance. I say don't give up. When you find something that just makes you feel good and improves your life to betterment, don't give up. Because I've been great at starting so many things, but with Hanmi, I can honestly say I have stuck with it for this long. I don't plan on giving up. I plan on moving forward. I plan on getting out there, teaching as many workshops, improving people's lives, teaching them what I have learned, and passing that knowledge on to others, and then hopefully creating just this mass, group of, I guess you could call it spiritual army, but we won't put that in there. A spiritual army, so everybody just works together to make this world a much happier place to live.
Absolutely. And one more thing I wanted to ask you before I forget, it was you mentioned that you were in Reiki. So how would you kind of like compare Reiki with Hanmi? Is Hanmi more powerful? Is it more, a healing factor than Reiki? Or what would be your input on that?
I love Reiki and I love Hanmi. Reiki, you receive attunements. You go first level attunement, second level attunement, then you become a Reiki master, and then you learn symbols. Once you become a Reiki master, once you've attained the symbols, you just... I guess you could say that's just it. But with Hanmi, there's over 2,700 mantras. It's endless. I mean, it makes you hungry for more, because there's mantras out there to bring forth good luck. There's mantras out there to get rid of negative energy. There's mantras out there to improve your whole well-being. I mean, Hanmi, every mantra out there is to improve your life. I can't really compare Hanmi to Reiki. They're two different energy sources. So whatever people get guided to, whatever their heart gets guided to, go through with it, because they're both going to change your life. What may be for, somebody who's in Reiki, Hanmi may not be for them.
Right.
And then somebody who's in Hanmi, they may not be interested in Reiki. So you really can't compare those two.
Right.
Because they are working both on a universal energy. But you've got mantras and then you've got symbols. So I can't really say which is better.
Right.
Because it's still helping everybody to change their life on a deep spiritual level.
Right. That's true. It's up to the individual what they're drawn to.
Absolutely.
Like you said, whatever that's their destiny.
And as Master Yu said, receiving an abhiseka is destiny. So in this lifetime, if they're meant to receive an abhiseka, they will get guided to their teacher.
Right.
And I've met students where, I did the introduction, they were excited, they wanted to receive the empowerment, but then all of a sudden, I'm supposed to hear back from them within a week, and I get in contact or I email them and I don't get any feedback. And I just let the spirits guide them and let the spirits bring students to me. So I just let it flow.
Let it flow. All right, Angelina, it's been a pleasure, and we look forward to following your progress in the future. Thank you for this interview, and you're going to help a lot of people and touch a lot of people's lives. So with that, Thank you again.
Thank you for having me. Let me get this correct. Chinese Hanmi goes back, obviously, 2,500 years ago and has been transmitted in secret for over 1,300 years, right?
2,500 based on what?
2,500 years, the teachings itself, Chinese Hanmi.
2,500 because what happened there?